Morning all, Webby Sports Roundup with a bit of a difference. It is Sunday morning with Dawn and Buster. This is Dawn Webb. Morning, dear.
Hi. Well, hello everybody, it's me again. Last weekend, when I did my little podcast thing, my husband and I were sitting in a coffee shop down in our village, and we happened to get into a confrontation with two other people, young people, not very old. They sat next to us, and the young lady decided to put her cigarette end out on the floor, right near us. It was she hadn't smoked much of it, so it was quite big. I didn't like it, Paul didn't like it, and in the end, a confrontation took off. The fact was that there was ashtrays on every table at that time that she could have used, but she appeared to think that the floor was more suitable. It's very distressing, really, when you are a non-smoker, and I know there's a lot of people out there that smoke. We don't. And we feel we have a right to say things when this happens to us, because we're older and we don't care. But anyway, basically the story is now referred round to, it all got sorted out and it referred round to something else today. And I'd like to talk to you about washing your hands. Now, my husband and I had several bars in Tenerife, all sold now, thankfully, and we're retired, as you know. But when Paul used to do the booking, he used to sit quite close to the gents' toilets. And we used to comment on this in those days. And 9 times out of 10, we'd have to mop the floor in there twice a day because of the men. But also when they came out of the toilet, they hadn't washed their hands. There could be probably 8 out of 10 wouldn't wash their hands, even if they used a private cubicle, not just to go for a wee. They didn't wash their hands, and we made such big comments about it. But anyway, this has now occurred to us again. We've gone shopping, and guys in there don't wash their hands. Women are not washing their hands. When we had the I can't even say the word. When we had COVID, everybody was washing their hands. Everybody was using a sterilizer. Everybody. We were so scared. Really, really scared. We used gloves to pick up vegetables. We used gloves just basically to hold on to a shopping trolley. But now nobody cares. Yet people are still struggling with an illness. And it is an illness. Whether you want to call it COVID, the flu, an infection, you can call it what you like. But it is an illness and it is still in the air. And I do ask a lot of you, please, wash your hands. You know, you have your people around you. We all have a square box, and that is our space. Some people say, my home is my space. That's fine. This is my space. I want to keep my space clean and tidy and infection-free. And I think I have that right, whether it's a cigarette butt end or whether it's washing your hands. And also, while we're on the subject, and I don't know what it's like in Great Britain, but here, why is there so much dog poo? What is it with you people with dogs? I've got a dog. Why is it I walk out and within 100 yards of my house, I've got 5 lots of dog poo? Now, you people here in Tenerife, where I live in Callao, you know your dog has pooed. You know, and you need to pick it up. But I'll tell you one thing, if I catch you, be very, very, very sorry. Very sorry. Now that is my space out there as well. And I have neighbours that I care for. And I have a community I care for. Now if you don't want to live in a community, bugger off up the mountains. Go and buy an island. I don't care. But while you live here, you will respect us. And you will respect your neighbour. And I think that's only fair. And at the same time, wash your hands. Not just you men. You women out there, you young girls, think very hard. Wash your hands. See you soon.
Oh, Dawn, that was lovely.
Not really.
But it was, no,
but
to be...
I really feel that you've got to do this now. Start and think. It's not just about you. It's about your family, your friends, your environment. You know, the world isn't going to end. But if you don't want to be ill, You don't want the snivels, you don't want the flu, you don't want laid up, you don't want bowel problems, you don't want indigestion, you don't want a lot of these things, but they come from other people.
Well, we walked down to, we've done this afternoon. Obviously, it's in our own home, because we went down the village to do a little vlog, but we met Matthew and a couple of friends, had 1 or 2 coffees, etc. And on our walk down in our little area, our little manor, as we say, there was at least 3 or 4 dog poos on the floor. And there are signs. Milan, who lives opposite us from Croatia and Slovenia, all the lampposts have got them.
You people, there's some of this dog poo. We're not talking a little lump here and there. We're talking someone that's got a bloody dog that's built like a horse.
Yeah.
Now, whoever you are, sort yourselves out.
And they can't say...
I'm not talking about the British. I'm talking about any nation.
Yeah, for sure. And with the photographs, it does show you the picture. So it's not like in English, Spanish, French or whatever. It's obviously shows you the picture.
You can see it.
So please pick it up.
You people stop it.
And it is our home.
Bag on you, aren't you?
Let me go back to your first comment story with regards to the cleansing, the cleanliness. I was brought up to wash my hands all the time, and obviously you were. But obviously when we had the pub, the last pub, the world famous Garden Bar, as you said correctly, that I was sort of sat on the corner being the bookmaker, and the actual gents urinals was like 3 feet away, and I would know how many men wash their hands because you can hear the tap go. And as you say, probably 8 out of 10 never. And even now, when I go into 3 Old Shoes and I go in Monte Cristo, which is my 2 local pubs, to be honest with you, in Monte Cristo, they're quite good actually. I think most of because they're most mature and elderly.
Yes.
So you're probably right. But when you go to 3 Old Shoes, more of a football pub, and what have you, then there are a lot more youngsters. So when I'm in there, I know if I'm in the urinal and I know a guy walks on behind me, there's obviously 2 urinals, one of you, and he's walked past me and I thought, you haven't washed your hands, son. You've just touched everything you own, and you go in there, you're going to pick up a glass of beer, your bottle, you pass it on. It's just automatic. It's how you're brought up, and it's not clever. We go to Mercadona, and they don't put their the plastic hands gloves on and whatever. It's absolutely disgusting, and sometimes that
Since we've had COVID, it's wrong.
Yeah.
You've got to think a lot more now, because don't get complacent, and that's what a lot of you are doing.
Yeah.
But while we're on the subject of moaning, I'm going to moan again, and I'm sure 1 or 2 will get back to me on this. Some will be okay, some will be quite upset.
Okay.
But I want to know why women who have babies want to drop their breasts in public and breastfeed.
Yeah.
Now, I've gone to coffee shops, and it always seems to be in a coffee shop, and I don't know why, where food and drink and everything else, that some one woman feels that it's necessary to get her breast out, tit, or anything else you want to call it, and feed her child.
Yeah.
Now, cover up. It's not hard. A bloody tea towel will do. But I feel sorry, and I do feel sorry. I breastfed. I never needed to do it in public. I did it my way. And if I did, I covered. But I have to say, I feel sorry for young boys, young adolescents, and I feel sorry for the older generation. My father he'd been so embarrassed.
He turned in his grave, wouldn't he?
And your dad.
And
other dads now.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't know where to look or what to do.
That's right.
And I think it's not necessary to do what you girls do.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah.
Say to me that it's the most natural thing in the world. Yes, of course it is. It's cheap, it's good for the baby, it's fine. My grandparents never did it, my mother, to my knowledge, never did it, and I never did it. Now, although it is the most natural things, there are other things that are pretty natural. Having a shit in the morning is natural, but I don't do it in the street. So would you kindly cover up, ladies?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take before we leave and go do our things and whatever. The other item that we are disgusted with is, we were down at Laura's today, a lovely little bar, and I know
it's out here, by the way, not in Great Britain, because I think you get fined.
Because we're talking 25, 26, 27 degrees, and when you got pretty lovely young ladies walking up and down the car park or whatever, and their dress sense, fine.
Oh, one today was terrible.
Cover up. Oh. We don't want to see your bare bum. and what have you. If it
Not
was
when I'm
that
having my lunch.
was this morning, wasn't it? When you're on the
She
beach,
was
you can do what you
awful.
want.
You could virtually see her vagina.
Yeah.
And she got a thong on her, so all you saw was her vagina and her bottom walking the street. I'm sorry, please respect the people here that
I
live
agree.
here. Plus, you know, we have our own religion here, mostly it's Catholic, so, you know, respect it a bit. You don't do it, you wouldn't do it in your own street back home.
No.
You don't do that. You don't go through Marks and Spencer's dressed like that. Yet you think you can walk into supermarkets with nothing on your feet and half naked.
Yeah.
It's not done. Please stop doing it.
It's called one word, sweetheart. It's called respect.
Yes, please
Wherever
respect
you-
it.
yeah.
I mean, if you're lying on the beach, if you want to get your breasts out, great, go for it. Bit of freedom, I agree with all that. But don't walk around like it.
What you do, you put other people, other young lads, middle-aged, whatever.
Yeah, we don't need it.
Put them
We
in.
don't need it.
Yeah, it gives them embarrassing situation where to put their head.
You can put a pair of shorts on to walk around. You can put something over your top. That's what you got to do if you go into the shop. You don't have to do anything else. And then go and lie in the sun. It's nice.
Okay. All I'm going to say is, Dawn, thank you very much indeed. Absolutely superb, sweetheart.
You're welcome. I like a good moan.
Yeah, I know.
I do like a good moan.
I know you do.
Makes me feel good.
We all do. We all have a good moment, don't we?
Yes, we do.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Okay, you tuned into Webby Sports Roundup with a bit of a difference on a Sunday morning
I'm gonna read my
with
paper
Dawn.
now.
Hang on, you're going to read your paper. You've got the, let's have a look.
I don't know which one it is.
You've got the Daily Mail.
I have.
Friends of ours who live up on the corner. Keith and Roz.
Hey, give him to me.
And you haven't seen Buster yet. I'm going to bring Buster
Where is
in.
he? Is he round there?
Oh, Buster's outside.
Oh, he's on his bed.
He's having a stick. You know he's only 16 years of age and he's still going, even in August. We've been down the beach, been down to the Laura's, had a nice cup of coffee, met our son Matt, and we're going to go to 3 Horseshoes this afternoon. Well, I will. And all the lads are going to, the Welsh boys are in there, got a bit of fun. Goya Dave, Steve's coming out. Man United taking on Arsenal at 4:30. So what I'm going to say, if you like what you hear and you like what you see, you know the score. Webby Sports Roundup with a difference on a Sunday morning. You have a fantastic weekend. Subscribe for free. And don't forget the Facebook page. My number 99, Foggy. So while Dawn is reading the Daily Mail,
Oh, here we go.
all I'm going to say is,
Wait to film next week. I'll
Yeah.
see what I can find.
yeah, I know. We'll speak to you all soon. Take care. From me,
ya.
Webby, and from Dawn and Buster. Bye for now.
Bye.